Morning. It's the start of another day. I think it's day 14. I'm on the Wales coastline. Had half decent sleep in the car park at that caravan place last night. I had to go and find a toilet this morning. It wasn't the nicest toilet. Toilet humour. I should do a book on toilet humour of the coastline, of Britain's coastline. Found a strange little thing over here. Don't know if it's original or something they've just set up. I think it's something like a whale or something. Right? Yeah, I'm going to try and do as much of Wales as I can today. We've got the Welsh mountains in the background. Looking forward to it. Not really seen much of Wales before. I think I've popped in and out really a few times. The road looks pretty straightforward, right around the edge of the coast. So hopefully, I'm hoping I can try and get to the end of get Wales done today, and that would be good. That means I've probably only got 2 or 3 days left on the challenge. So yeah, it's all going well at the moment. Tiredness is the biggest problem, and lack of fuel. Wales has got some beautiful beaches, and last time it certainly had the weather. Watching the seagulls coming. The seagulls are really noisy, keep me awake. Right, car's over there. Gonna walk back to the car now and get a move on. I'll update you later. Morning, James. Morning, Linda. I'm up a mountain. You actually drive up a mountain. It's a bit weird. I mean, Landlido, whatever it's called. Morning. Happy birthday, Maria. Happy 50th. So, I'm in Landlido in Wales. And there's the edge of the mountain. I'm not going to go too close to it. You know what I'm like with edges. But cable car behind me and the clouds. So yeah, it's quite nice. Not great weather. It's pretty cold. Yeah, that's it. No, whatever. It's, I can't say it. I've really struggled with the Welsh language around here. A lot of people you go past, they will only speak Welsh. Which is quite interesting. Even if you do hear them speaking English before you ask them a question. It's been pointed out to me today, my Essex accent, quite a lot. I know what the drop's like on this, the outside. I'm not going to go near it. On that point now. Just take my word for it. It's rather sharp. So there's benches here once. That's the rest of it right now. A lot of graveyards there around here. So you actually drive right to the top. I bet you wish it was cooler out. At the moment I'm freezing. It's about up here on this mountain. It's probably about 7. I'm freezing. And I've got my shorts on today. I've been listening to the weather this morning. You have got it really hot down there. But I'm not going to go in the cable car. So I'm in the Snowdonia National Park, just on the other side of that, and Mount Snowdon. I know it is a little bit windy, but I know on here it sounds a lot windier. I haven't got my my mic in. No, it is lovely up here. The Welsh coastline is very, very weird. You can't really get that close to it all the time. So, but I've just done a nice stretch along the beach. It is beautiful. And they get the beaches right. They're still stuck to their history. You know, it's all still very Victorian looking around this bit of the coastline. You know, South Thing's got great history, but it looks so modern. I know my service is really bad up here as well. Right, I'll catch you all a bit later. I'm going to get back in and drive. Got to drive down it the other side yet. always been told I've got my head in the clouds. But for once they're right. Right near the top now. It's very, very cloudy. Yeah, it's been fun. It's a nice little drive. Makes your ears pop a bit. You see all the clouds coming across the road. That's quite creepy. Very strong wind at the moment. Obviously being up so high. Shit grazing, man. Lovely view. Once you're below the cloud level. Dropping down to in a second, I think. Oh, still going across the edge. One of those roads you'd love to do in a rally car or with a rally driver. It's very much like it. Is it like Costa Rica or something like that? Croatia rallies. I think it's Conway. I think this is coming down to. At the top of the mountain there's a telescope, and on a clear day you can look at it and you can see Cheshire and Crewe. So you just come below cloud level now. Evening. Alright, James. Hi, Sally. Let's get a bit wonky. How you all doing with the heat? Here it's been really hot down in Stanford again. You know, yes, it's been really hot. It's been yeah, it's been quite nice here. It's been about 17 to 20 during the day, and but I've been going up a lot of mountains today, so been a lot of the fog and wind, and but it was nice. Yeah, I was. I talk to myself all the time now, driving on my own. I've gone stir crazy in 2 weeks sitting here. I do feel sorry for anybody that bumps into me over the last 2 weeks, because all of a sudden I'm talking to real people and I'm just like, bah, 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 bah. It's like they get 2 weeks of my thoughts in about 30 seconds. Hello, Maria. Hope you had a good birthday. Hope you ain't got a hangover. But yeah, Wales. I'm about a quarter of the way around it. Really slow going today. Really slow going. Some of it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I went to Holyhead. Yeah, I went to Holyhead. I didn't stay long. Drove up the mountain and I got out there as quick as I could. Anyone been to Holyhead? But yeah, if anyone's been to Holyhead, it's a bit of a strange place. Probably best not to say too much. I'll have all the Welsh chasing me. I'm on a campsite. Yeah, it's quite nice. Got a toilet and water. Nicked some hot water off of somebody to have a cup of coffee tonight. I helped the couple over the road set up their tent because they had a bit of trouble. Great family story, and the people next to me don't live for 4 minutes down the road, but just for their kids they come up here and it feels like a little mini holiday for their kids, so it's really good. And so the cloud come down about 6 o'clock. I was going to say that is a big tent. You even have a sofa. Yeah, I'm not in the tent yet. I'll get in the tent in a minute. It's a bit chilly out there. Should I rub that in? That I'm actually cold. I've got my shorts on and I'm cold, and I'm going to be sleeping in a sleeping bag. That was Kevin's. Thank you, Kevin. Lucky you grabbed that. With my duvet over the top of me, because it is actually very, very chilly. It's thick fog. I'm glad I've had this 2 weeks break out of the heat. And it's strange because everyone, when they hear my accent, they know exactly where I'm from, Essex, straight away, which is quite embarrassing. And they ask me about the weather. It's the first thing that everybody says to me. And that, or, where you been on holiday? Because I'm still brown. And I say, nowhere. I say, I'm not gone. And then I tell them, you obviously come from Essex and how hot it's been. And apparently they had about 29, 30 here the other week. They had it for about 2 weeks. But yeah, now they've had 2 weeks of rain and everything's really green again. Been a strange day as well. Haven't actually got far along the map. But it's taken a long time. I've done over 150 miles today. And it was mostly in round and round circles, up and down mountains and round one-way systems and sitting in traffic. Yeah, following tractors. It's been pretty slow going today. It was quite frustrating. And I had to go back on myself quite a bit. But yeah, it's just, you go sort of like 20 miles up and the only way back out of that area is to come 20 miles back down again. I see small Bronze Age mines today. That was quite cool. Up in Anglesey. That was quite nice. It is strange though, Anglesey, because like the first half of it is lovely, and then you get to the port area and the Holyhead, and yeah, it's like Tilbury on steroids. And that don't mean that's nothing bad against Tilbury. Yeah, I mean the docks and the ports, everything's bigger. But a lot of the people down there, no, I can't say it. I can't say it. When I see you in person, I'll give you my description of Holyhead. But the people I did meet were really nice. Just be careful. I want to be in Bristol tomorrow night. That's my target for tomorrow. The guy in the place next to me, he reckons that's pushing it. Then I reckon a day to get down to Cornwall. I mean, this is all to do with going in and out the coastline. Oh, see, this is my fear. My data usage alert. Ooh. Free are going to cut me off. I've used too much. I have to end up paying for extra, won't I? But yeah, so I reckon 1, 2. So it's Saturday, Sunday. I reckon Tuesday. I'll be back. But no, I hope to come on Tuesday. I want a couple of days rest because it's really taken out of me. The thing it was, I thought I was going for a nice little trip around the country. I bit off more than I can chew. It was truthful. It was a lot harder than I thought. And I've been honest, I've stuck to the coastline as much as I can. Even if it's been like big long trips, I've tried to be completely honest with it. And when I've had to miss bits, it's not down to me, it's down to the roads, traffic, road closures, weather, bridges being shut. I mean, my phone is generally pretty good for 4G. Not Scotland and Wales. It's really struggled. Lucky I've got some now. As you notice, a lot of it's been breaking up a hell of a lot of time. I had none in Lake District. But yes, unfortunately, again, I say, I've got perfect, I can connect to the server here in the Hardy Park, but I don't know the password. And I asked a few people and I haven't bothered asking. But you have to put the password in, and I don't know it. Ugh. Ugh. Like I say, I just squashed it in my hand. Oh nice. Oh, it's got full of blood. It must have bitten me. Oh, tissue. I see a film, Deep Blue Sea. Emo. No, it hasn't reached free. I was at the top of a mountain today, right? They've got a ski lift up there and everything. And the biggest television mast and mobile phone aerials and everything on it. Not free. I had no service up there. And that's pretty poor showing. And there was like about 20 things stuck on it. And not one for my mobile. But I was talking to a German guy today in just outside Bangor. It was in Bangor, it just wasn't by the pier. And he's over here researching pigeons. And they take some of their senses away, like their hearing and all that. He's at a university. And they put like glazed eye stuff on them so they can't see. And they take them out into other countries and they let them go. And they always find their way back. And they're trying to work out how these pigeons find themselves without all their senses. So He was a really interesting guy, actually. Really was. Sounds a bit boring, but when you've not had a proper conversation in 2 weeks, anything's interesting. Even listening to the gentleman going on about the steam railway at Escal, was really interesting. I do like them miniature railways. Tell you what, if you do come to Wales, amount of castles, really interesting castles. It's great. The only problem is I ain't got time to stop and look at them, so I just like drive past them. Knowing about to take photos of all of them, but yeah, it's not wicked. And the reason they're trying to do it is to help eventually understand how animals migrate, and so they can help the animals. That's what they're doing. Just that pigeons are easier to work on. I suppose it's better than super gluing cameras to their heads. It's a very noisy campsite. Very noisy. It's got loads of kids running around. They're still running around chasing it. But literally, I tell you what, you talk about community. About an hour ago, every kid on this campsite was down on the field playing rounders. Every kid. And there's just one guy there. He must have been a teacher in his proper job, because the way he was talking to the kids and how he was controlling the kids, it was proud that proper teacher's voice. But in the end, you had all the families from the caravans and tents all going down out watching this rounders game, and you had about 50 people playing it and about 100 watching it. It was really good. It's just amazing how the community spirit on this campsite. I mean, I started off helping the woman and the man with the tent. He's had a stroke, and they were really struggling putting the horning up. I started off, and then another guy come along and helped, and another guy come and helped, because it had been blown over a few days before, and it was all bent, so it was straightening out the poles and everything. When I found my way out, I thought that when I was going around the one-way system in Bognor. I went around it 3 times, and I was talking to the guy in the tent next to me. They say they live right near it, and he said he still takes a wrong turning coming around there. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. And if you see my map for the last few days, like Chester was another one. They're not clearly marked, and you'll see on my map, so I had to go round and round about like 3 times, or go up a road and have to turn around and come back because it's the wrong one. One thing I've not been trusting at all on this journey is SatNav. It's completely screwed up. I got permission to collect at one of the piers today, and I didn't get a lot, but I met the people I did meet were amazing, and how they're affected. I met the Punch and Judy guy there, and he's in his family 150 years, and it's a dying trade, and but his daughter's had cancer, and he donates to Click Sergeant every month as direct thing. He was telling me what his daughter's been through and how Click Sergeant helped them and supported his family and the child as well. I mean, she's in sort of recovery at the moment, and that they're still helping the family, but he's a really nice guy. I moved on as soon as I stopped doing what I was doing when he pulled up, because they only survive the Punch and Judy shows from donations. They don't charge for doing the show, and I didn't think it was fair me sitting there taking his donations off of him for his livelihood. So I stopped my collecting as soon as he was set up. I just sat there for about an hour with him, just chatting. Got a cup of coffee off of him, and yeah. When will you be home? It looks like you've been gone months. It feels like months. It really does. I was just looking back at the photos I was backing them up on the laptop, and they just look like it does. It feels a long time ago. I mean, my hair's growing back. Well, I don't look at it, but that's just from bald anyway. It's It's getting quite thick round the back. I know you can't really tell, but it's just doing myself like an idiot. Oh, but the weird thing is that I've accepted it now. So when I go around here, I don't have to wear my hat, and it's quite good because people never seen me like it before. But when I walk around Stanford, people go, "Oh shit, he's lost his hair, hasn't he? Gee, that grey is he?" Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that brushing hair dye, that shampoo one. Yeah, it is really grey. Must admit though, in real life, right? In real life, not just like this video screen, it don't look too sad. Yeah, it don't look too sad. By the time I come home, it won't look like I've just I'll have a short haircut than I normally do. I can't believe I've lost my glasses. I've tried to read the ingredients and the salad I bought earlier, and yeah, it was a bit dodgy. I had to take a photo of it and then like enlarge it on the phone to just make sure I won't eat something that contains traces of nuts. It is really foggy out here now. So anyway, the plan is to get up early in the morning. You know that ain't going to happen. I've got to put up a 2-second, I've got to collapse a 2-second pop-up tent. That will probably take me all day. I don't know how to do them. I struggle with them all the time. Once that's done, I'm heading to Aberystwyth and in Cardiff. I don't know how to say these words. I know Cardiff, that's easy. Wrexham. And ending up in Bristol. Is Wales as nice as Scotland? It's hard. I want to say the east coast of Scotland was absolutely stunning, and then coming down that day from John O'Groats was stunning. But then I didn't really see the rest of it because it was rainy. And Wales today has been quite overcast, so I've not seen Wales at its best. So it's hard to judge. And I've spoken to a handful of people here, mainly on this campsite. Most of them are like Scousers and Yorkshire, and so yeah, it's a different sort of humour. Aberystwyth. And I'm really tempted to find that train station. That one that's go, whatever it's called. It's like, it's just something that I think my sister went now. I'm sure Maria went now. I don't know. It's a very touristy thing to do, isn't it? And this ain't an holiday. It just have to be holding me up. I do go stir crazy driving along. The weird thing, I've stopped listening to the radio. Unfortunately, I failed in my challenge to listen to The Greatest Showman all the way around. I stopped that in just after John O'Groats. So I did pretty well. Aberystwyth. Can you just about read that? It's saying, yeah, you know, I did the other day. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and because the windows in the back are tinted, my light was on, and the guy didn't know if I was actually in the car, and the security guard knocked on my window. It scared the crap out of me. I would say it's been enjoyable. What's been enjoyable about it is that my eyes are disappearing. I know, look. But funny enough, they look worse on camera than they do in the mirror. Nah, it's a lie. They still look bad. But that comes from just staring at the road like that. Again today, I've been going around hairpin bends up mountains, and but if you do this trip, and I strongly advise that you should give it a go. You need to take 6 weeks. You could easily do it with a family, and with a bit of planning, better planning than me. You don't have to follow all the route that I did, going to every nook and cranny, but you don't have to go over farmers' fields. But if you stick to the villages I went through and the main route that I went through, you'll see some of the most stunning countryside, the most stunning villages. You meet the most amazing people in this country. Even if you think an area looks a bit dodgy, you go there and you talk to the people. They're fantastic. I met a group outside a pub, and when I look back at my photos, I'm about to tell you where these places are, and I ended up having a right laugh with them, and they ended up raising about 30 quid, and yeah, it was just, but they're just amazing people. And it's hard to say where the most stunning place is. The Lake District wasn't looking its best because it was just rain. But again, it does have, if you're walking in the rain around Lake District, it's still really, really special. I did the Hard Knot Pass. That was absolutely fantastic. Only try that if you're a decent driver and you don't have a fear, and you don't have a fear of heights, and you can manage to get your car around the tiniest of turnings in one go. You can't do 3-point turns. They are, your car's practically vertically up in the air, and you're trying to go around an impossibly sharp hairpin bend. It's like a Z, and but that is pretty much the same as Scotland as well. Coming back from John O'Groats, the route I took, again, was climbing up and down the mountains, and it's just really good fun. I've fallen in love with this car, and that's a problem. It's very dear to run. If things go wrong with it, they're very dear to repair. But I've slept with it for 2 weeks. There's got to be some form of commitment after that. Don't know how, but I've become addicted to the car. Been through a lot together. That's else that's been really good. I've seen so many filming locations, and I've seen a lot of things being filmed. I see the Sky Arts Landscape Artists of the Year being filmed. That was in Felixstowe. Yeah, Felixstowe. And watch that being filmed. I see an ITV drama being filmed up by Middlesbrough Way. I'm sure it was Vera. I'm pretty sure it was Vera. It was a police one. I see some soap thing in Scotland being filmed. Yeah. Seen a lot of interesting stuff. I see all the preparation for the Edinburgh Festival. That was fantastic. See some of the artists acting out in the street. That was fantastic. Trying to get their tickets sold for, well, the start of it now. The European Athletics in Glasgow. I see the teams practicing for that. That started the other day. That was all the cyclists turning up. Yeah, it's been an interesting time going around the country. Right, sorry it's been a long one. I'm going to actually log off and go to bed. Oh gosh, I can't. I've got to charge my phone now. But, yeah. 11:30. 11:30. Right, I'll see you in the morning. I'm now looking really, really knackered. I took off my glasses. That's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Mum shared my video. Yeah, it's just weird. I've seen a lot of things being filmed. Cheers, Jokey. Right, see you in the morning. Night all. Night, night. $22 in the morning. 22 in the morning, and this has got to be the most noisiest campsite I've ever been in. There's a group of Scousers. They're continuing to open beers. Every word is swearing. I don't know if you can hear them. But they're keeping the whole campsite up. Someone's shouted out, tell them to shut up, just really go. It's impossible to sleep. I don't want to sleep with my headphones in, because if they fall out, my alarm won't go off in the night, 8 in the morning. And they'll sleep through to about midday. Oh, it's just so loud. I think I was better off sleeping in the car. At least it's quiet. It's the cackle. You're probably not picking any of this up on here, but they're so loud. It's like listening to an episode of Bread. Inside my tent. Right, Lee. Just trying to get asleep, but there's just lots of loud people on the campsite. I end up putting headphones in and listening to a TV show called The Vietnam War on Netflix. Oh my god, I look terrible. I look really scary in this light. Ooh. It's not a good look. Just need sleep. Oh, someone's gone out to talk to them and ask them to be quiet. Hopefully they go to bed now, but they're playing music and everything. We just opened up more cans of beer. Oh, they want a taxi. I've done that in Mersey Island. It donated 40 quid for me to take them over to the other side of the island to the hotel. Yeah, I'm in my tent. It sounds like the tree above me is alive. It's just like popping and cracking all the time. It sounds like popcorn. If you hear it. Oh, they've got loud again. I'll put a pillow on my head. There's about 15 scousers sitting around a barbecue. Well, I'll get on with them, but it won't go down well. I wish I could join the party. I just want to go to sleep. I'll stick a pillow on my head, I think. I've set my alarm for 6 o'clock. Yeah, I will do. At 6 in the morning. Fair enough, whilst I'm asleep, I'll wake them up with my snoring anyway. I'm so bunged up. If I leave at 6 in the morning, when I start up my car, it'll wake them up. I'll give it an extra rev as I go. But they keep breaking something. I can't know what it is, but they keep breaking something. Right. I can put a pillow over my head and go to sleep. Oh. Right. Then how it goes in the morning. If I don't post till 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you know, I was awake all night. Vroom, vroom, yeah. I may accidentally lean on the hoot as well. Or I'll put Never Walk Alone on full blast as I pull out. Right, night all. See you tomorrow.